Don't second guess that your Bitcoin is safe. Get a security audit through a one-on-one session with me and join the school community, the Bitcoin Masters, to meet other Bitcoiners, grow your network, and grow your net worth.
100%. I think we nailed that. I mean, that's how we operate. That's how we think too. There's a handful of phones. I was just someone almost every week someone throws a link at me. They're like, "Have you heard of this phone? Have you heard of that phone?" They're all closed source. So I'm like, it's hard for anyone to audit what the heck is actually happening with that thing. And people will bring up the Up phone. I don't know if you've heard of the Up phone, Eric Prince's unplugged phone. He says, well, we've open sourced it. Well, no, bro, you didn't open source it. You took the two applications that you built on top of to do your messaging component and one other component of your phone. And you prior did not disclose that you took open source code and you built on top of it. All you did was open source those two little applications. You still have everything else closed sourced. But most people don't know. They're not technical. They don't read the fine print. So when they say, oh, well, we open sourced our code, well, what did you open source? You only open sourced a small, tiny little bit of what you're doing. We still don't know what you're doing. And when you first came out with that phone, you were advertising the fact that you had the guy who worked for the Mossad, who created the Pegasus spyware that spied on all kinds of important people's phones all over the world, who helped you build your phone. And I don't know about you, man, but I don't want any intelligence people who are part of the Mossad or the CIA or the NSA or any intelligence of any nation building any device that I'm a part of using. Like that's 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 not a selling point for me. In fact, that's a big red flag. And he stopped saying that once he started getting the pushback. So there's just all kinds of red flags that pop up. And if you just do the digging online, you can talk to the people and hear from the people who are truly involved in information security. They all now hands down agree that GrapheneOS is the most private, the most secure mobile open source operating system that is available today. That might change in a year, might change in 2 years, but as of today and as of when the project first came out like 7 years ago, that has been the case. That's why the UK, the UN, the EU have all put out statements saying, don't use GrapheneOS because only criminals use GrapheneOS. Like that for me is like a ding, 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 ding. Definitely should be using GrapheneOS. Why? Because they can't access these devices. And there's even a kill switch on it, which is awesome. So you can build into it a code. So if someone for whatever reason stops you and demands your phone and wants you to log into your phone, you don't want them to have access to your data, your information. You can literally type in that code and it will nuke your phone. Now you have to realize if you didn't back up your stuff, your phone's going to be nuked. But if you have some basic hygiene from a digital perspective and that happens, you should be able to nuke your phone, and your phone is basically bricked at that point.
People just think, I mean, it's a crazy thing, but the common person, they think, oh, I've got nothing to hide. It's like, well, why do you close the curtains on your windows then? Right? It's not because you're trying to hide something. It's just for your own.
Why do you lock your doors at night? Why do you have lights that you put or security cameras around your house? Like, do you let the public just watch you shower? Here's a great one for you, man. Most people don't realize that their smart TVs have audio and a lot of times cameras. And yet, how many people have smart TVs in their bedrooms?
That's a lot of data going somewhere to some cloud data server somewhere, right?
Or some asshole who's hacked into your home smart TV? Like, there's a lot of hackers. It's becoming increasingly easy to hack into these machines, and if you're using a machine and you're not tech savvy and you don't know how to manage your digital privacy and digital security, which most people don't, you probably didn't put any security measures that's going to prevent some asshole hacker from getting into your smart TV and watching what's going on in your home. Like, people don't realize that this is happening. They don't realize that even like the teeny tiny little cameras, spy cameras, are so cheap right now and they're so easy to implement that they're in almost every VRBO with or without the person who owns the property's knowledge. They're in a lot of hotel rooms with or without the people who run the hotel's knowledge. But the other crazy thing is it's actually now really cheap. We've got these devices. We actually sell them when we're at live events that allow you to check. You can like literally check for cameras and check for signal in because we travel for all the events that we do. So like we want to drink our own Kool-Aid. And thankfully we haven't found any cameras in the places we've stayed, but we don't stay in very many random seedy places.